Hello and welcome to Clutch Kick. This is another story time episode. What I have here today is this beautiful Toyota Chaser who belongs to our good buddy John, who's actually been on Clutch Kick before. If you remember the Mark III Supra video that we did many, many years ago.
My name is John. As he said, I was on a Mark III Supra video like way back when. Now I have this 1997 Toyota Chaser. It's the Tour V spec model. So it's got the VVTi 1JZ, all the stock aero. So this is all the Series 1 stock aero that's on it. And I bought it bone stock, automatic, went through a broker in Oregon. After a long year's wait, finally got her.
Part of the reason why I've been wanting to film your Chaser for a while is I think it's incredibly interesting, right? Because everyone imports a GTR, everyone imports like what, Integras now. It's the cheapest way to get Supra now.
Yes.
What made you want to get a Chaser? Because you always wanted a Chaser, I think, right?
Exactly, yeah. I've wanted a Chaser since I was like 15.
Wow.
And yeah, it was all the old best option videos, and those were what got me going. Seeing
hidden
those guys,
JDM treasures.
Hidden JDM treasures, on the tollgate roads. I was like, yo, big sedan doing this with the 1J, I'm sold. I had my JZX90 before this, so that was in 2020 because I couldn't wait. That was when they were first legal.
Did you always want this generation Chaser though, instead of that one?
Yeah, I've always wanted this. This was my sought after one. So I just started with that, dabbled with it, drifted with that a little bit, and then had a lot of fun.
So tell me about the Chaser, like mechanically, size-wise, like where does that fit in Toyota's lineup? What other JDM cars is it equivalent to?
Yeah, so this is, it's an interesting one. So it's an IS300 and GS300, like the wheelbase is in between by like an inch or two. The front end is actually all, being a Toyota, everything's interchangeable with the GS and the IS. And the rear end though, the brakes, the drums are one special unit, so it's Tour V only, you can do a conversion. But aside from that, it's actually only 3,200 pounds, which is crazy for the size of it.
For context, 3,200 pounds is modern Civic Type R weight.
Oh yeah, that's right, isn't it? I guess now they're starting to come in more, but I still don't really see them that often, so it's funny when everybody's like thinking it's a Skyline every time. I've had a cop
They just don't know, right?
Yeah, they just don't know what it is because there's like no Toyota badge except the back.
And engine-wise, what engine is in this?
Yeah, so it was the 1J VVTi.
Okay.
They're like 276 stock.
And a little bit different from the Mark III Supra's later 1JZ, right? When they moved away from the 7A GE, basically.
Yeah, it was from, so my Supra had the 7M GTE, which is the factory engine that was like built up.
Yeah.
And those in Japan would come sometimes with a non-VVTi 1JZ.
Yeah.
So this one's the single turbo VVTi. All I have on it is a downpipe and a straight all the way back, catback exhaust to the Kakimoto exhaust. And then the good old HKS pod filter, because you got to have that. It's the JDM little effect, the green pod filter.
So externally, you've kept it pretty stock then? Like this is how a factory one would have looked.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much it's like bone stock aside from, typical lowered on stance GR coils, 24 kg up front, 8 kg in the back. It's like a drift street spec.
Okay.
And then my dream wheels, they're not in the perfect spec. They're 18.9.5 plus 38.
They're everyone's dream wheels, just to be clear.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look good.
I know, it's so basic, but these are the Sagas with the bronze. I've always wanted bronze on the pearl white.
Yeah, side skirts and the front splitter and everything, that's like how it came from the factory?
All came from the factory, yeah. Bone stock with this.
Toyota was just more exciting back then.
Yeah.
Same thing in the back, the rear spoiler, that was also factory as well?
Yeah, so rear spoilers factory. The best part, I didn't know that these came with the little Chaser badge here. Okay. Only some of them do. It's like a couple $100 option, which is really cool.
Oh, but OEM technically.
Oh yeah, And then the taillights, they're the S2, but these are D-Max LED, so they're aftermarket.
So walk me through that. Did the factory taillights look like this though, or?
Yeah, the Series 1 and 2 have slightly different taillights and trim pieces, but these are, the LED from, like, it looks like a Series 2 taillight because it's got the clear up here, red down here.
The factory wouldn't have the cool modern LEDs.
It does not, yeah.
Gotcha. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
JDM rear wiper delete.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy.
I know. I wish it had it. I mean,
sedan's the one thing I complain about is that it doesn't have a rear wiper. I can never get the rain off. And then in Japan, they have that. And then people are like, nah, we don't want that.
Yeah. I don't know why they deleted it or why it was a factory delete option. I'm not sure. But whatever.
I love how just like classic the lines are and stuff. I think a lot of modern cars are pretty overstyled now, right? Like excessive amount of shapes and stuff. And this might look old, but I don't think it looks outdated. And more importantly, it's not offensive in 2024. Right?
Like, it's like a mature, not too crazy looking car. I like OEM Plus, and that's what I was going for. So
Well, I mean, the cool thing is like from the factory, it looks OEM Plus.
Yeah,
so to speak, right? Because it looks aftermarket-y, but like most of the looks are actually like from the factory, which is quite interesting.
Which is very interesting. Yeah, that's what I love about just like 90s era, early 2000s Toyota. They were my favorite.
Amazing.
Like I've had the majority of that era. So
I love the size too. It's like a little bit bigger than a Corolla, a little bit smaller camera. Well, it's probably the size of a modern Corolla because you know cars are very big nowadays, right?
Honestly, yeah, I would say it's probably. I want to look up the wheelbase now, but it's probably close.
Yeah.
The funny thing, so I had a 3rd gen 4Runner.
Yeah.
The wheelbase 4Runner was only an inch longer than this, so it was like this close.
Let's take a step inside, and I'm gonna be sitting on the wrong side of the car.
Oh yeah.
Let's
you want to sit on that side?
No, you're in the driver's seat.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about a fun thing that you did, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, so I really want to highlight this for everyone.
This is the cabin.
Yeah, this is the cabin. First of all, you know, John's on the wrong side of the car, so to speak, which is quite interesting. Today's gonna be my first time driving a right-hand drive car in the U.S.
Oh boy.
Because I've previously driven right-hand drive in India, which is a right-hand drive country, so it feels normal-ish there. But we'll see what it's like being on the wrong side of the car here.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
Right? But I want to highlight the manual transmission, which may not seem like a big deal because it's old Japanese car, right? Obviously it's a manual. You didn't buy this as a manual, did you?
No, I did not.
Walk us through why and like how you ended up here.
Yeah, so first I wanted to just get a bone stock version of these because the Tour Vs, almost everybody drifts over there. They all have the drift button and one like bucket seat, you know, JDM drift spec. Yeah, I wanted to get one that was just stock clean. So I bought it automatic. It seemed like the guy daily drove it because he had like snow chains in the back too.
Okay.
And I was like, that's kind of cool, but surprisingly no rust or anything on the car. So it's really clean slate. And I just wanted to try out the manual swap because I've always wanted to see how it would go. So thankfully these cars are super easy. It has a cutout for the clutch pedal. And the only thing you really need to do is just cut like an inch or so of the tunnel so it can clear the R154. So this is a R154 brand new from a JZX 100. Got it from Archie, Japan, shipped for a really good price. And bought all the swap parts. So I got Kazama Auto engine mounts and trans mount. Okay. Serial 9 rear diff bushings and a FRS diff. So it's all meant to be kind of like a street drift spec type thing. Yeah, I wanted to go for with one piece of aluminum.
But this transmission was for a chaser?
It was,
so you didn't have to like find one from a different car or anything like that?
No, you can still buy these brand new. Yeah, you can still buy these brand new.
Oh, okay.
Brand new. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I was like, sweet. Yeah, why not? So it still needs to like get broken in, it feels like, because it's still really notchy and it hasn't like meshed together, it feels like. So, I've already done one fluid change, so I got to do another one.
But not too difficult for the most part as far as manual conversions go.
Not. Yeah, you can get literally the swap kits and do it yourself. I did the majority of it at my buddy's shop, and he helped me with a couple of little things. But yeah, it was not bad. Plug for Momentum Motorworks. The reason why I love the Tour V and Tour S models have it too is the carbon trim here. Don't mind the mismatch. This is a brand new trim piece here. I have to get another one of these.
Oh, this one is yellowed compared to the new one you put in.
You know, because it happens over time. And they're pretty expensive and hard to find sometimes. So
of course,
I've sadly cracked this one trying to swap this out, but it's okay.
I love the simplicity of it. Like it's so different from modern cars.
I love it too. The best part, this thing tilt, which is cool, and then you can't see from there, but there's a ball vent right here. The infamous 90s Toyota ball vent.
Oh yeah. Keep the lower regions cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. And then the digital climate here is really advanced for the time. Just keeps it super simple. Yes, a cup holder that's semi-useful, but not really.
That's not a cup. That's just some storage area.
I have an insert, but it fits like little.
Yeah, because this is a rectangular space. It's not really a cup holder.
Yeah, it's a cup holder. Yeah, and then there's like, you gotta press this a little hard. There you go. It jams. There's like a little slot storage. Ashtray. Oh, it's got a little coin tray here.
Yes.
Oh, if you're too much in the back trunk, you can level out the headlights. Okay. So that it doesn't blind people, which is really cool. Yeah. Wow. And then the best part, everyone knows about the swinging vents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. They have it on the Toyota Century, but you press that and it just like oscillates, right?
It just oscillates.
Oh, beautiful.
With the AC, it actually works great in this still, surprisingly.
Very JDM.
Yeah, very JDM.
Starting car. Already kind of weird because you use your right hand, which I find strange.
Oh yeah.
Now I was telling John this earlier, this is my second time driving a right-hand drive car. The first time was actually in India, in the middle of a field. Doesn't really count, but most importantly though, you know, it's one thing to drive a right-hand drive car in a country that is right-hand drive, it's another where the roads are completely not set up for it, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It's an event every day I get in this thing.
I'm really surprised they allow it. They allow it.
I know, it's pretty great, yeah.
All right,
we're get all the weird looks. All right, and parking brake.
Parking brake?
Yep. See how you do. The clutch grab's like in the middle, high-ish. It's very soft.
It is very soft.
It's OEM with like a light and flywheel.
I'm more distracted by everything else. The fact that
You're probably gonna miss shift.
I keep on using the wrong stock for the turn signals.
I think you're in fourth.
I was hoping for second.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, oh.
Is that not?
Because second, you want to go like, you kind of got to move your arm like this.
This is first though, right?
Yeah, that's first. That's first. Yeah. It would have stalled. I don't have a V8, so it would have stalled.
It's freaking weird.
This is actually funny. It's like seeing your reaction.
No, I feel like I'm learning how to drive for the first time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, driver's ed all over.
My distances are all wrong. I don't know how to grab for the turn signal.
You were so confused.
It's weird. My brain, I'm like having a stroke right now.
Oh, this is so funny. All right. There we go. About to get on the road.
Let's go. Nope.
You already did the wipers. This is too funny. This is
oh
so
my
funny.
God, I didn't think I'd be this confused. Okay, so we're
I didn't think you'd be this distraught either. I'm very surprised right now. This is hysterical. All right.
And this is second, I think.
Yep. Good job. Good job.
And then I need to do right turn signal, which is on the wrong side of the steering wheel. I keep on trying to grab the turn signal with the wrong hand.
Yeah, this is pretty good. It's okay. It takes a long time for people to get used to it.
Clutch is soft. You said that this is a stock clutch or it's not?
It's like it's an OE clutch from Exetti, yeah. And then the flywheel is aftermarket. It's a lightweight billet flywheel, yeah. And then the drive shaft is aluminum, one piece, custom too, and yeah.
Can't see this on camera, but I am crossing the line a little bit. I think, right?
Yeah, I can feel the. Oh yeah, you definitely don't need to go in fifth yet.
Fourth?
Yeah, fifth is usually like when you're above 90 kilometers.
You might have to be my left side blind spot.
Yeah, I got you. I'll make sure you don't crash into anybody. This is so funny.
I was hoping to give better driving impressions than this, but really it's just...
Oh, you're too distracted by everything that's going on.
This is just Lewis learning how to drive on the wrong side of the road. Brakes are a little soft.
Yeah, I need to put braided lines and bleed them. It's got different pads though.
Is it actually 7,000 red line?
Yeah.
What?
Nice, you didn't miss shift.
I'm concentrating so hard on the up. I've never concentrated so hard on upshifting a vehicle.
Yeah, it vibrates a bit because everything's solid.
The least of my concerns right now is how much vibration the car had. Was your previous Chaser the first right-hand drive car that you had?
Yeah, that was the first ever, and it was so much fun too. That car was a blast. It was twin turbo straight pipe, same thing, just bolt-ons. I think it had some sort of JDM tuner because it was faster than this.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was fun. I got used to it in like a week. I daily drove it for like a week, and
insane. That's the only way you could get used to it.
Yeah, it became second nature after that. Now I just hop in and it's no problem.
The hardest thing I think for me to get used to was weirdly enough the turn signal, I think.
Okay.
And I think maybe second weirdest thing is the placement of the vehicle, because like your brain just doesn't know how to place it relative to this side of the road.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It takes good thing like the visibility is pretty good. Like seeing the hood line. Yeah.
Well, it's an old school car. Right?
Yeah, it's great. You can see everything.
So I keep on trying to use turn signals with my left hand. You know, driving over a decade, right? Like, honestly, I don't even care what type of car it is, you know? Like, if I bought like a JDM car,
anything JDM,
I don't care what it is. As long as I'm on this side, I think that's part of the excitement.
Exactly, yeah. It gives a sense of occasion every time I take it out. It's so much fun. Okay.
That's a throwout bearing. That's a crumbling sound.
It's just, I
keep feeling like I'm breaking it.
No, you're okay. See, when you put it in, it's quiet, yeah. Yeah, with the AC on too, it really needs like a lot of revs to, it draws the engine down, because I think the clutch is getting tired, or the compressor clutch is getting tired.
I don't like being on this side of the road. It doesn't make sense. Or this side of the car, it doesn't make sense.
You're going like...
It's gonna concentrate.
It's so funny. Yeah, I don't think I've been in the passenger seat since I've owned this. Yeah, I haven't let anyone else drive it. Now that I think of it.
I am honored.
Yes.
I am honored. I've literally spent the past couple of weeks teaching my friend how to drive his GR Corolla.
Oh, that's hysterical.
And
yeah.
I'm like giving tips like, all right, this speed is like second gear, this gear. Now I'm like, I'm having to tell myself how to do that.
You're like, oh yeah, what is this again?
What?
My
gosh. The car, I think, is a little bit wider than I expected.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
Either that, or it's just because I'm on the opposite side. It's throwing my sense of like width off, right?
Definitely.
Because technically, this is not a
it's not that
big
wide.
car, right?
Yeah, it's not that wide.
Oh, so I need to go left turn signal. We're turning, second gear. I'm not slick with it. I don't know what I'm
Oh God. I'm dead. Oh.
Misshift there a little bit.
Yeah.
Now we're lugging on 1 second.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, she's working hard today.
Except, I feel like honestly like 15 again with my permit. I don't know how to place the car on the road.
I know, the cop would be like, "Are you drunk, brother?"
No, I'm just driving on the wrong side of the car. This is crazy. Dude, she handles so well.
It can hug. I was like, "You have plenty." Yeah, it's fine. I just put fresh tires. You're good. It's very, very planted.
Dude, this isn't like some out and about sports car, whatever you want to call it, right? This isn't like a two-door, but the steering is so delightful.
Right? Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Like it's got good weight to it. It's got good communication. I think it has a little bit of dead spot on center, which is very normal for this
for
this
the
age.
era. Yeah.
But it has so much information. I don't care about that, right? Like it.
That's what I love about it too. You can really have fun on some turns. Yeah. No, yeah, that's the one thing I love. It's just, and all I did was put coilovers and front upper control arms, and that's pretty much it. And it handles perfectly fine.
Still rides pretty well.
Yeah, it rides pretty solid for.
I think it pulls a little bit to the right.
Oh yeah,
I think so. A little bit.
Ah.
Like by Lewis standards. Like normal people.
It's possible. Yeah. I do have mismatched front tires right now, so that could be.
That actually might.
That could probably
really
be it. Because I just hodgepodged.
I want a right-hand drive car now. I don't even care what it is. It doesn't matter.
Get a K car, dude. They're like $5 to $6 grand for a really cheap truck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, turn signals were instinctive that time.
Nice. I'm proud.
I didn't actually turn on the wipers. I'm sad we don't have cameras facing this direction.
Oh,
You would have seen that like I had the wipers going.
The fumbling. It's fun seeing you try to like find the gear actually too.
It is.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that's part of the joys of driving manual is that like, you know,
it's different.
Every gear is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're not just pulling paddle. You've set up the alignment for more for drift, correct?
Yeah, it's like a street drift. Like, so I got -3, 3.5 camber up front, just 0 toe front and back, and then the rear.
Because I don't know how to drift, but I can tell the car wants to do that.
It wants to rotate, right?
Yeah, like you turn the steering wheel in, it wants to dive in, the back wants to step out in a very controlled manner. Like
It's neutral.
Yeah.
It's very neutral for my liking because I like just, 0 camber in the back almost.
Okay.
When I lowered it without adjusting camber, it was like -2, -3. But the camber bolts are nice. The stock ones can move like up to 3.5 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have stock arms in the back and everything.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I love it. It's perfect for what I need every day. And I got an FRS diff in the back too, a 410s. 410s in the back, yeah. LSD works great.
The pedal placement pretty good for that?
It's not bad, yeah, it's pretty good. If you have,
That's not bad.
You have to do the
first.
Yeah, for first try, not bad.
Is it? Are you saying I should use the top of my foot rather than the heel?
Yeah, I use like.
Oh, I suck at that.
It's a little bit in the middle. It's not like so angled. It's like in the middle. Oh yeah, and I got Project Mu brakes all around, so they're like the street pads, so it's pretty
the
forgiving.
performance of the brakes are good. They just don't have like the bite of modern brakes. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Where like they're very like you touch them and they just immediately.
Yeah, at the very top.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just because of old rubber hoses. I haven't done a brake flush yet either. Eventually.
I think brake flush will actually take you like 90% of the way.
Yeah, that'll probably help a lot. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, this has been amazing. I'm going to switch it back over to John because I'm going to crash the car at one point if we keep doing.
Dude, you got pretty good in like 20 minutes.
This is so cool. Like this legit made me think about like how am I going to get a right-hand drive car?
Hell yeah,
Again,
dude.
I don't care what it is at this point.
Yeah,
I just think it's
anything.
so interesting.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. It's an experience everyone should have, honestly.
Jeez.
It's so much fun.
And like you've imported 2 of these at this point, right? Like,
yeah.
how's been your experience with that? Like,
so
what's the logistics of that?
The first one I actually went through a local dealership, which made it a lot easier. This one I went through a broker, which the nerve-wracking part is, looking on auction, having them look for you and vouch for you, take photos over there and send them to you.
Yeah.
And then you just wire the money, and then hopefully you get the car. It's kind of how it was.
In terms of like a quality of the vehicle, like how do you guarantee that? Like what do you have control over then as the buyer?
Yeah, would be the auction sheets #1. I know some can be manipulated, but like usually you use your best judgment with the photos.
Okay.
And I use Google Translate to see like if there's any in the description. Yeah, like they'll write anything that's like wrong with the car. And it was mostly cosmetic.
How honest are they on the whole, right? There's obviously exceptions both ways, but generally, are they pretty honest about
I think so, at least from what I've seen. Yeah.
Any surprises when you got this one, for example, right?
Exactly, yeah. This one thankfully was good. I wish I went through a different broker. The guy, I don't want to say his name, but it could have been better service.
Is a broker just, they got the car to the US, the rest is on to you to figure out then?
Oh, yeah, basically. You can do that, and then they give you the proper documentation to register. But he thankfully got all the paperwork sorted out, got it from the Tacoma shipyard down to Oregon, and then I picked it up from there, had all the paperwork registered it like nothing. So have all the proper import documents, and it should be as a breeze.
I might have to import a K-truck, John.
You should get a K-truck, dude. There's a lot in Portland, yeah.
I just like being on this side of the car. It's so fun.
It is, man.
I'm like so less concerned with how the car drives than just the fact that like I'm on this side of the car.
Yeah, you're just enjoying the experience, right?
I'm so entertained.
Oh yeah, and of course, you know, this is my favorite engine, or the JZs are just the best in my opinion.
I mean, straight six is just
straight six turbos are just my favorite.
I love it. I like. There's a lot of confusion going on. I keep on wanting to use my left hand to do turn signal, but you're right, because my right hand is on the steering wheel most of the time now. That's the one that should be
exactly,
my turn signal, anyways.
You get more used to it, dude. As a kid, though, I thought that the pedals were swapped too.
The clutch is a little soft.
Yes, it's very soft. Yeah, way softer than I'd like.
I would want mostly. I want the bite point to be a little bit lower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the first time I've done full throttle. I missed third.
And you missed third. Second to third is hard, guys. It's okay.
It's a big.
Yeah, it's a big change, you know.
All right, we're pulling over. We're switching.
All right.
I'm done. But man, was this seriously? I don't know of many cars, you know, after we film it, that I just keep thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
All right.
That's how you know it was real. That's how you know it made a difference.
Yeah.
Really. Oh my God.
Life changing.
See, I may have picked
You're
up
getting
like
the hang
just
of
like
it.
a chord. Like
Oh
not
my
a Type R,
God.
but just like the SIR. Something like super boring. I don't care. I just want to
Those
be on
would be
this side.
amazing.
Right?
Like the 99, the Euro R.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are actually
The
sick.
problem is just these are just so expensive, you know, as like a plaything. But if I bought like a $5,000 or $10,000, you know, thing just to be on this side of the, oh my God, this is so good. All right, we're gonna switch.
All right. Driving my baby. Oh yeah, I named her Neela. You know, from Tokyo
Oh my
Drift.
gosh.
It took you a second. You're like, where is that from? Yeah.
Oh, I do not like being on this side of the car without a steering wheel. I feel really powerless.
Powerless.
I do.
It's weird. We need to get you like just get a steering wheel over here.
All right. Well, you're in the driver's seat, John. Tell us, like, what you love about the car driving wise. You know, we talked about like the styling and just the overall vibes of the car, like.
Yeah.
And this is your weekend fun car, basically, right?
Basically, yeah, my weekend fun car. I drive it in the rain too, just to have some fun slides.
Sure.
Yeah,
but meaning like you don't daily this. This is a special occasion. Like it's not supposed to be fully logical, right?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be fully logical.
Yeah, I say that though, but John's daily is a Lexus GX, which is less fuel efficient than this. So that doesn't make sense. But whatever.
It doesn't make sense fuel wise, but it's so practical.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I gotta get room for the dog, but I mean that's why I love this too. It can be daily if I wanted it to.
Yeah. I mean, it's got great
it.
back seats. Andrew's really comfortable back there.
Yeah, he seems cozy.
This is a baby Toyota Century in my mind.
Yeah, totally. Completely different car. But yeah, I love the Centuries too. But yeah, the thing is like it's sporty enough, but it's also comfortable enough. It's a good balance for me at least, and I love it. Yeah.
The engine of this, you said like around 286 horsepower. This is when they were limiting all cars to 286, right?
Yeah. But
they were lying a little bit. But my point being though is why I brought it up is, like, I think it's more than enough power to have fun. Like, it's not slow at all. It's not the fastest thing in the world by modern standards, especially with like electric cars and stuff. But like my point being is, back when Japan had all these limits on horsepower and whatnot, you know, whether it was this car, things like FDR X7.
Yeah, the legendary cars.
STI.
Yeah. Oh yeah, STI too.
Yeah,
that's right,
all these cars were limited to this supposed 286, whatever.
286 or 276? I think it was 276.
Yeah, like just under 300 horsepower.
Yeah, basically.
Some of them had more, let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
But my point being is, it's so cool that the car is still exciting even with that low amount of power, because they knew they couldn't use high horsepower as a crutch.
Right.
The exciting thing
That's
about
a good point, yeah.
modern cars is they just keep creating more horsepower because they're so lazy. They don't make the steering better. They don't make the handling. They don't make the noise as exciting as like older cars. And so they basically like, well, to compensate, let's just make it as like fast as possible.
Yeah, which is stupid.
But it's like so dead now, like a lot of these cars. You know, I was talking about the steering. I'm so surprised about the steering because again, this isn't like an MR2. This isn't like a Celica or a Supra from this era.
Right.
They had no reason to make the steering this good, and yet it's so great because it's hydraulic, and just because Toyota was like, let's make it good.
Yeah, let's make it sporty, you know, and that's why I love the Chaser. It's the sportiest of the three JZX chassis. So there's the Mark II and the Cresta.
Okay.
So the Mark II is like in the middle. Cresta is like the really comfortable one, and this is like the sportiest trim.
Okay.
So
they were all same chassis, about the same size, all of them? Or?
Yeah, they're all similar. The wheelbases are all the same.
Okay.
I think the Cresta might be bigger. I could be wrong. It just looks bigger at least.
But this was designed to be the sport.
It's the sportiest one. Yeah. I don't know what they did exactly with the chassis, but it feels like, you know, a nice sport, comfortable, dailyable car. So it works. Yeah, it works really well. And that's the thing too. At least with these stock power, even with like mild bolt-on stuff, you can make like 280, 300 wheel.
Yeah.
And like that's literally all you need for me at least around town, and it's plenty to get sideways. So yeah, it does the job.
Mean, you're an actual good driver. You don't need an excuse of, you know.
Oh, thanks, dude. I'm decent, I would say.
What was the quote? Like, if you can't power slide with 150 horsepower, you don't need any more power.
Right. Yeah. And funny enough, Miata is what I started with. So yeah, these are really easy too. They're like super smooth on transition.
Yeah.
And everything else about it is plenty. But eventually, I need to upgrade the turbo at some point. And get a standalone, and then make like a healthy 350 would be perfect. Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
The 2 JZ is very famous for being a whole lot of power stock. 1 JZ, kind of similar idea then?
Similar idea, yeah. Okay. These are actually, so they're 2.5 liter instead of the 3 liter, and they rev.
Wait. This is a 2.5 straight six?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Microscopic.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's tiny, yeah.
Wow.
It's not that big, but it's so reliable because of that, probably, because thicker sidewalls and everything.
I just don't know how they fit 6 cylinders in 2.5.
It's great, yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a popular motor for drifting. It handles the beating pretty well.
Cheaper than 2 JZs then?
Yeah, they are cheaper.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So that's probably why you can beat on it, and if it breaks, you're like, oh no, I just get another one.
Yeah, they're all like anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 usually you can get. Yeah, around there. So not too bad for what you're getting, I think. But of course you have to refresh it. Yeah.
Any plans for you then, John, of like, are you ever going to get rid of this car? Is there another JDM car that you're like chasing after?
Yeah, no pun intended. Not really for a while. Yeah,
okay.
Now that I just got
you like it then, right? It's
I
like
love
the
it
Supra.
enough.
You had it for a long time, and you were John is not someone that kept cars. So to have the Mark III. How long?
7 years. 7
That's
8 years.
a long time.
Yeah, for me, Lewis knowing me, I usually go through cars every year.
Yeah, but he kept that one. Like he had other cars that you had other cars you cycled through, but that Supra you kept on. So crazy. So this is like that level of like you're really content with, like it's a dream come true for you.
It really is, especially how long I've waited. I waited 6 months after I wired, it was 19 grand.
That's scary.
19 grand all said and done for the auto landed. I was
There's like no accountability. That guy could totally just,
Dude, all I had, I don't remember. There was no, I don't know why I trusted him so much, but it worked out anyways. But it was a journey, and the amount of work I've put into it already. Like I have so many plans I want with it. I'm just gonna put on pause because life right now with getting married next year and having a dog and stuff.
But good thing this is a practical car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the wifey can't complain. I can have a kid in this.
That's right.
Oh yeah. So I plan to keep it for a while. I want to do a lot of stuff still.
Love it.
Make it clean and all that stuff.
Well, man, dude, this has been awesome. Like, thank you so much for trusting me to drive the car and to experience it with you. Honestly, I might have to start looking at JDM random drive cars now. This is really bad. This is just adding to my debt list. It's crazy, but
you're welcome, dude. I'm glad. I'll just start spamming you with RHD cars.
I love it. If you enjoyed the video, please let us know, and let John know what next JDM car he should have.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, right. And we'll film that then. Until then, take care. See you guys soon.
Peace out, guys.